Iowa, wearing number 7, defender Hallie Skibo. From Mississippi State University, a midfielder number 8, Ilana Izquierdo. Wearing number 9, from Texas Christian University, a midfielder Jackie Barnes. Welcome, number 10, a midfielder from the University of Maryland, Kennedy Bell. From the University of Illinois, wearing number 18, Eileen Murphy. From the University of Florida, wearing number 22, Parker Roberts. And from Mississippi State University, wearing number 25, Liv Simpson. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting 22. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise for tonight's performance of our national anthem. Tonight presented by the Asheville Gay Men's Chorus. Visit the Gay Men's Chorus 25th anniversary concert. That's Thursday, June 15th, coming right up.
Visit to get tickets to our concert.
Beautiful day for soccer in Asheville, North Carolina. You're looking live at Greenwood Field on the campus of UNC Asheville for today's matchup. Asheville City Soccer Club taking on the Greenville Liberty. Matt Stradley, thanks for joining us today. Taking a look at the division table. It's all the Courage sitting up in first place, 16 points out of a possible 18. Charlotte, Asheville make up 2 and 3. Asheville sitting on 10 points. Charlotte on 9 with a game in hand. Asheville 3, 2, and 1. The 2 losses against the Courage. As we take a look at the starting lineups, first for the visiting Greenville, the Liberty come in with a 6 points out of a possible 7 games. So out of a, what is that? 7 times 3 is 21. Now, 6 out of a possible 21. In goal, number 31, Georgia Katsunori. Out of Evansville, number 2, Sharon Mays out of Catawba. Christian Braithwaite, wearing number 4 out of Georgia. Clemson's Julie Macklin, wearing number 5. Haley Schubert, wearing number 8, the defender. Julia Rodriguez out of Brazil, CMU. Molly Dwyer, Asheville City Soccer Club alumnus, wearing at number 13. Number 15, Lauren Harks out of Clemson. Autumn Kayeli out of South Carolina. Number 17, Sarah Jacobs out of Clemson. And Patricia DePasquala out of Clemson, wearing number 30. Your starting lineup for the homestanding Asheville City Soccer Club on Pride Night. CJ Graham in goal. Asheville Christian Academy product, and now at Utah Valley. Riley Thompson out of Mississippi State, wearing number 3. Abby Boyan out of Georgia, wearing number 5. Addie Porter out of Vanderbilt, wearing number 6. Hallie Skibo out of Iowa, a Reynolds High School grad, wearing number 7. Elena Izquierdo, wearing number 8 out of Mississippi State. Jackie Barnes out of TCU, wearing number 9. Kennedy Bell out of Maryland, wearing number 10. Eileen Murphy out of Illinois, wearing 18, the central defender. Parker Roberts out of Florida, wearing number 22. And Liv Simpson out of Mississippi State, the right side defender, wearing 25. It'll be 3-5-2 for Asheville City Soccer Club. Greenville Liberty look to be lining up in a 4-3-3. We're about to get underway. It'll be the Liberty to kick things off in their away light blues. Asheville City in their home dark blues with a Tron-like front. And the rainbow socks denoting Pride Night. The pressure nearly getting to the Triumph. They're able to push out. The tackles just narrowly missing out. Triumph still staying patient, still staying calm. Tipped away, the Liberty, call them the Triumph, that's the men's side. The women's side, as you take a look over the goal that's facing towards the east, it's standing in the west as the rainbow pride smoke popped. Liberty starting with the maintaining possession. Izquierdo steps in, back for Murphy. Izquierdo again called into action. As Asheville City's first sustained possession. It's last touched by Simpson. It'll be a Liberty throw on the far sideline. One touch, the shot from distance, rising, curling, and that's going to be out for a goal kick. Minute 25 gone. Greenville looking comfortable through the first 90 seconds. Asheville City now dealing with Greenville's high pressure, stepping in and blasting it away. Asheville City with a throw near sideline. Helped on, but a light blue seizing onto the ball first. Good turn from Braithwaite. Braithwaite on the ball. A sensational freshman asking for the ball back. Battle through the midfield, stolen away between Thompson and Porter. Pushed wide for Barnes. Barnes out of TCU. Trying to slide in Porter. Porter gets onto the end of it, tries to flip it, can't get around it. It's going to be out for a goal kick.
Fence Highland Brewing is the proud beer sponsor of Asheville City Soccer Club. You can toast our team with a crisp, clear, wishing cold IPA, brand new year round. From Highland Brewing Company. Grab a cold one at our Highlands Sideline Market.
Katsunori. Nice turn, trying to switch the side, touched down by Barnes. And that midfield pressure from the Liberty is stout. Skibo picks up the run of Mays. Mays looking up for options. The double comes. And Skibo confident in possession. Asheville through the midfield. Wide for Barnes. Touched in by Porter, kicked away. It'll be an Asheville City throw near sideline. I don't think we've learned anything over the opening 4 minutes. Liberty trying to move through the midfield. Good from Braithwaite. Still on the ball. Braithwaite looks up. The shot curling, and it required a save from Graham at the far post.
C.J. Graham with the
Braithwaite dangerous through the midfield. Graham up to the task, pushing it beyond the far post. It'll be a corner kick, the first of the game for the Liberty. .421. Here's a ball. Curling, great turn right at the top of the 6. Graham comes up with it cleanly. That was a well-shaped corner by the Liberty. Stolen right back and into danger. Mays, the cross, the shot, excuse me. And Graham required for a save again. It's all Liberty early.
C.J. Graham with the save. Fans Movement for Life Physical Therapy are proud to be on the sidelines again.
It'll be a corner from the opposite side, the second of the game for the Liberty.
To see them, so stop by one of their 5 locations to experience a better life.
It'll be a in-swinging right-footed. Graham gets a punch to it. Mays. It's going to be another corner. It'll be another right-footed in-swinging corner. The first one went near post. The second one looks like it's going to go more towards the far post. Murphy rising up to get to it. A collision of bodies at the back post. Murphy winning the header. Greenville looking to answer right back. Sliding a ball in. That's going to go over everybody. And it'll be a goal kick. Asheville City still trying to find their footing in the matchup. 6 minutes gone. Asheville looking to build out of the back. Simpson. One touch, gets it back. Not working through the midfield. Porter brings it down. Tries to turn. Braithwaite challenges in. That's a dangerous ball. A shot scooped by Graham. Here's Barnes down the near sideline, drops it back for Skibo. Porter had it, lost it. Good triangulating defending from the Liberty. I keep wanting to call him the Triumph. Tipped away, but Rodriguez is right there. Goes all the way back for Katsunori. Nodded forward. Murphy's going to win the race to the ball. Dwyer giving chase. Asheville trying to play around the back. Braithwaite got a piece of it. Actually got the ball. 1-2. Passing. Not cleared. The shot is going to be rising and over the bar. But still dangerous moments. Asheville City not looking clean through the opening 8 minutes. Fantastic pressure from the Liberty. Asheville working through Murphy. Murphy for Skibo. Touched on. There's good interplay from Asheville City. Porter tries to slide it in. Touched back. Good 1-2 passing. Bell gets there. This is much better from Asheville City until it's not. And the pass too wide for Kaeli. It'll be an Asheville City throw far sideline. Nice turn from Bell. Bell has options in front. The defense trying to collapse, and ultimately does. But Asheville City getting back onto the end of the ball. Here's Boyan. Can't get the pass through. Good 1-2 passing. Now here come the Triumph looking on the counter attack. Streaking forward, Dwyer giving an option. Really trying to push that back line. And Izquierdo trying to step in, does step in. And Asheville City working to build out of the back. Asheville City on the ball. We're pleased to be joined tonight by UNC Asheville head coach Andy McNabb. Andy, it's great to have you here to watch some soccer in the summer.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been watching Asheville City all summer, and they've had a good start to the season. Hopefully they can capitalize on that tonight.
Rough against the Courage, but I think given the quality of that team, a lot of teams are going to find it rough against the Courage.
They're very good. I mean, they're stacked in all departments, and some international level players there, youth internationals, and top programs around the country. I think how much can you expect in that moment?
And you're starting to see an Asheville City team that's coming together as Murphy just narrowly misses, nodding it in. The ball rising a bit. How difficult of a skill is that to take a ball that's coming in, direct it with any power onto the net?
I think there's different schools of thought there. I mean, do you get power on it, or do you just glance it? I think it just depending on how good you are at the act, and then how's the ball coming in, what trajectory, what speed, and who's going against you. There's a lot to it, so that's a long way to say hard.
Here's Mays, stolen away by Boyan. Asheville City playing through Simpson, trying to get it out wide. Oh, Izquierdo, fantastic in the midfield. Porter tried to turn, couldn't do it. The ball played into an area where no one is. It'll be Skibo with the throw in. A couple of familiar faces on this Asheville City Soccer team for you. You've got Edson, one of the midfielders, Mihailovic, who plays more of an attacking role, and then you've got Kawasaki, who's going to be a Bulldog coming next year. Yeah,
no, I think it's going to be a really great addition with now coming in, and she played quite a lot of minutes here this summer. Barrett's done really well, and Zaley's done well, and we've also got Jasmine Barry on the roster as well, and no, I think they've done well this summer. It's been great to play with different players from all over, and you can see them developing with a good coaching staff as well. So I mean, I think that's what the summer's all about.
You've got former UNC Asheville Bulldog on the ground and getting her legs up under her for the season, as you'll see former Newcastle player, and there's some discussion whether it's just on loan for the summer or whether it's a permanent transfer. It'll be the midfielder Julian Oyas for Asheville City this summer.
Is she back in the States now?
She is, and she's, from what I've heard, started training, but hasn't made the roster yet. Had to come out and get it right. Graham did. Foul spotted. It'll be whistled against the Liberty. It'll be an Asheville City free kick.
For 10 seconds there, I thought he gave a penalty kick.
I did too. I did too, and I was like, that's harsh, man. But it's the way it is sometimes. Izquierdo's pass loose. And the pass trying to find the foot of Pasquale. Not up to snuff. She couldn't bring it under control. Molly Dwyer, an Asheville City mainstay. And that comes off of the hand. It'll be a free kick. Molly Dwyer, who spent some time practicing with the Racing Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, I remember from her time at Asheville, I think it was, last year or 2 years ago, and significant part of the team, scored some big goals. And I actually watched Greenville's game last week against Wake FC, because as you know, we've got Shea Hessig, who's in the Wake FC team this summer, and saw her score a penalty kick last week. So it was, yeah, it looks like she's fitting in well with this team also.
This is a Triumph team, a Liberty team that last season was absolutely unstoppable. A tough challenge coming in by Parker Roberts. There's another name that's spent some time in the top league in the country, down with Orlando Pride, and wanted to play and get some joy back.
You know, and you look at that from the league this summer as well. You've got someone like that who's been great for Asheville, and then you've got Heather O'Reilly joining NC Courage, and you see even, you know, what would be the second tier of women's football. I think it's great to have names like that in the league, and especially with even, you know, some freshmen in college here. You've got them playing and training with them. I think that's just fantastic.
And coming up on July the 1st, a lot of the members of the first ever women's national team, the U.S. women's national team, in attendance at Greenwood Field. That'll be against Wake FC. You might want to be at that match. There'll be a couple of good names from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, no, I think that'll be a great match, and yeah, I think we'll have 5 possibly on the rosters from that game. So I think that would be. The family is asking, are we doing fireworks here after the game for that, since it's 4th of July weekend?
So I'm going to tell you, probably not.
Fair enough. The request was put forward.
Oh, look, man, I'll bring sparklers if that'll help. I don't know if that'll help sell it at all, but I'll bring some sparklers. We'll sneak it in the bag. We'll make it work. Murphy, a brick wall of a presence. She just graduated from Illinois. And somebody who can play a defensive midfield role, really stout defender, fantastic in the air, and she can shoot from distance. She had one from just inside the penalty spot the last game.
Yeah, great finish.
Smashed it. Clipped out. It's an Asheville City throw far sideline. It'll be Kennedy Bell out of Maryland over to take it, the right side midfielder for the Blues.
Yeah, I've watched her a lot over the past couple of years on her recruiting weekends. I think, you know, she's going to be a freshman, I believe, going into Maryland this year. I think she's got a bright future.
Advantage played by the official. I'd rather see that. Wouldn't you, as a coach? You just want the action to continue and kind of flow?
You know, yes and no. I mean, the foul was about 35 yards out, and the pass afterwards went back to the center back. So, I mean, on that one, depends who you've got over a free kick, I guess.
Curling toward the 6. Porter couldn't redirect it on target. That just behind her. That's a much more difficult skill when you're having to move away from the goal and try to get the angles.
Oh, it's really difficult, and you know, when you're off balance like that, and it's just trying to direct it and have the power. I mean, that's really difficult.
Whether it's connecting to community through sports or working with home buyers and sellers in Asheville, Stacy.
Would you rather try get that in attempts on goal, or what's more difficult, that or fatherhood? Andy's a reasonably new to the parenting world.
Yeah.
But he's found out a lot about Bluey and how great Bluey is, the brilliant cartoon.
Yeah, I put it on for him in the morning, but really we all know who it's for. I think it's
yes.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So I mean, yeah, that's got its own challenges, but a little bit easier than a header going away from goal, I'd say.
On average.
On average, yeah. Depends who's doing the header.
That's fair. Asheville City working out of the back. Boyan moves forward. Here's Porter. Porter, a local product, along with Skibo.
I think you've seen Asheville starting to, you know, dictate play a little bit here, penning Greenville back a little bit. Good passing through the midfield. nothing clear-cut as far as chances, but I think they're moving the ball well through the midfield.
Katsunori coming up to make the save. I agree. At the opening, 9 minutes before you got here, was all Greenville, really hammering in, couple corners, looked dangerous. But Asheville City's really found their footing well into the match.
Yeah, they've been solid in the back three, and the midfield's really dictating a little bit. I think they're just finding their way into the game potentially, and starting to see that now.
Greenville are running a 4-3-3, 3-5-2. What are some of the pitfalls when you're going against a 4-3-3 out of a 3-5-2? You're going to see some counter-attacking possibilities, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think it's just depending on the way that the formations are played, and I think just looking loosely at it, being stuck in a 3 versus 3 transition is definitely difficult. But I know with the way that Coach Billy transitions defensively, hopefully you've always got 4 at the back, which is definitely helpful against that front 3. But I think you're also betting on yourself to how do we pin back the 2 forwards in the front 3 when you're playing the 3-5-2.
A foul spotted. Seemed like good body positioning on by the defender, but maybe the contact coming when she's not trying to play the ball. That'll be a free kick from a pretty dangerous spot. I don't think you can go for it from here unless you're pretty audacious, but you can certainly whip in a dangerous
I seem to remember Matty Turlington hitting the crossbar here for Gardner Webb during the season, so
I do remember
from that angle.
That's a fantastic point.
Thankfully, the goals were built brilliantly by myself and Bella Iorio.
CJ Graham up to the task. A ball through that was begging for a touch. And one that didn't come until it found Graham's waiting gloves. 20 minutes gone, 21 minutes gone. Probably the better chances belonging to the Liberty. Maybe the best chance belonging to Asheville City on the header by Murphy. Oh, good 1-2 passing. Just taken off the shoelace of Riley Thompson. And here comes the Asheville City pressure.
So I actually spent today doing an ID camp down at USC Upstate, and number 17, Sarah Jacobs, the head coach of Anderson, was actually my coaching partner for today, who is the right back at Greenville right now. So that was... told her she was in for a tough shift up at Asheville tonight on her way back, since she's been on her feet all day.
And is that Sarah Jacobs or Harks?
Sarah Jacobs, so she's in at center back right now.
Fantastic player in her own right.
Yeah.
And you'll see some players like that. You've got, for instance, you've got Parker Roberts, you've got Molly Dwyer, Sarah Jacobs. The shot clipped. I like the idea from Thompson, a shot from distance, and certainly capable of hitting that. Dwyer, good thought, execution, just not there. Is this Izquierdo seizing on the ball?
Yeah, you see Asheville are starting to try and use their wing backs now and spread out Greenville.
Done well. Porter looks up, the cross tipped. They'll be out for an Asheville City corner far sideline. And you're seeing the attacking players even trying to work out wide. One of them moving more centrally while the other one goes for the overload.
Yeah, I mean, you see the last counter-attack from Greenville when you're talking about formationally. They were in a transition moment where it was 3v3, but the final pass has to be there. And if it was, it's a much more dangerous situation than what we saw.
Be a right-footed service floating towards the top of the box. Bounding through. Skibo shot. Oh, just over the crossbar. It didn't miss by much.
No, it's a great effort. Very good effort. Just dipping over the crossbar.
Asheville City thanks agent
That's to put your foot through it from that angle, to get any power on it.
Auto owners
And direction. I mean,
visit
especially for a
anytime.
centre back in the back three, you know, and it's not saying they can't finish, but you would rather have a forward on the
Sure.
end of that. But I mean, as the ball came in, it kind of got stuck under her foot there. So to be able to clip that out and be so close was great.
Barnes slides in Porter. Porter looks up. Oh, and it's taken off of her shoelaces. Brilliant
Porter.
job by the Liberty's defense.
You got to think with the pressure that Asheville are putting on right now, a couple of corner kicks, probably got to see one go in here to gain off the momentum.
And you're seeing some good pressure applied. Okay. The pink-haired, 7-foot-tall ball girl is my little one. Not at all. Oh, it's needed a save as Murphy rising high.
I think they're calling for a handball.
Handball spotted. Murphy, the second time she's knotted one on and made for nervous moments for the Liberty. Yeah, the 7-foot-tall, pink-haired ball girl. That one's mine.
Claiming.
Yeah,
Claiming her.
Claim. And there's another one down here who keeps on getting too close to the sideline and not paying attention. That was also mine.
He's trying.
I love him to death. I do apologize once again for the beginning of the match. I couldn't get it right. It's the Liberty, not the Triumph. They are, I'd say, inarguably, very dominant in their first season in the W League last year. That pass skips out. It's a Liberty throw near sideline. And the quality of player, I don't think, has gone down. I think you've seen a couple of teams raise their level. I think Asheville City would be one of those teams. I think Courage are unbelievable.
Phenomenal. And then I think Wake FC are doing a little bit better this year as well. And like I said, I think it was a pretty fair game against Greenville last week, but Wake FC's finishes were unbelievable. And outside of the box, upper 9A, it was very good from them.
Arriving in the box, the Porter volley just couldn't bring it down onto target. You have to take that first time. You have to rip a volley, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's when they look back in film, it might be one of those where you could have taken a touch, but in that moment as a striker, you're hitting that first time.
Because you rarely on that ball, you're rarely going to have enough time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's enough time in there to do anything. You don't know who's behind you. It's all instinctual at that point as well.
Asheville City throw near sideline. Porter. Here's Mays. Mays looks up, clips one across. Oh, Simpson had to get it right, did just. Porter trying to turn. Excuse me, that was Roberts trying to turn, takes the foul.
Yeah, it's good position, but even if she isn't filled, the space on the far side is wide open, and I think just that's kind of what Asheville are trying to do now, come through the midfield, switch it out wide to the other side, and really open up Greenville.
The pass left, short, tipped out, last touched by the Liberty. It'll be Asheville throw far sideline. "27 minutes gone. It feels like there's at least a couple of goals in this matchup, at least through the opening 30.
Yeah, I mean, from 10 minutes on, and last 17, 18 minutes, I'm surprised there's not been a goal. There's been really good chances, some really good transitions, and I think there's definitely enough quality on the pitch to get a couple of goals here.
Floating ball in from Izquierdo, bouncing forward. The volley always rising from Thompson.
Yeah, just leaning back there. I think if she can just get her body over the ball there, body shape over, I think that's got a better chance of getting in the net.
That's a tendency, is to kind of try to get that power, and you kind of anchor back to get that power. And that'll always rise on you, right?
Well, I think as the ball's coming into it as well, it's coming from behind her, and it's just a really difficult task for to get yourself over the ball in that moment. Plus, I'm sure there's a level of excitement being 8 yards out and wanting to get a good finish.
Nifty bit of back and forth. Braithwaite takes the contact. Advantage played by the official.
He's let the game go in moments.
Tackled down, and Murphy knocking it away. Wide for Izquierdo. Izquierdo on the ball, can find those pockets of space. Clipped on. It's going to be a foot race. Thompson onto the end of the shot. Thompson makes it 1-0 Asheville.
Oh, that's a fantastic finish. It's actually a more impressive through ball, the way she's been able to get on the end of it, and that's a fantastic finish, bottom corner.
1-0 Asheville City. Here on Pride Night, Matt Stradley here with UNC Asheville head coach Andy McNabb. We thank him so much for joining us. Given the opening 12 to 13 minutes of the match, it almost feels unfair the Liberty are down 1-0, but that's where they are.
Well, it looks like the Greenville coach is upset about something. Not really sure on what he was looking for on that one.
Good, Chris, one-touch passing, pushed far down the line for Dwyer. Dwyer's going to win the foot race. The cross, still loose. Held in. Schubert leaves it for Dwyer. Dwyer's cross at the 6, punched away by Graham.
It's a great ball in. That one was just asking to be put away. That's a great ball in from Molly Dwyer.
The goal scorer in the
Riley Thompson takes the foul.
Riley Thompson scores in the 30th minute.
There's a good bit of pressure back for Skibo. Dwyer tips it. It'll be out for an Asheville City throw.
Liberty 0.
Nice throw, the pressure sinking in, stolen away. On the edge of the box. Mays trying to come in. Contact on the ground. No penalty called. It's clipped up. It'll be out for a Greenville throw on the near sideline. And they're saying it is an Asheville City throw on the deflection. But when Boyan tried to take it, she was well advanced of where it went across the line.
Trying to be advantageous there. I mean,
sure.
Not really sure. Again, there was a lot of contact from both parties in the box there. I don't think that needs to automatically be a penalty kick, and we obviously don't have the replay of it right now, but
we don't even have a monitor.
Yeah.
But the watchers at home can watch it again, make up their own opinion. Here's a throw. Skibo over to take it. Touched on, into space for Boyan. Boyan and narrowly getting there ahead. It was brilliantly done by Harks. Boy, Harks had to get it right and did just. Good challenge from Bell. Trying to turn, Kaeli. It'll be out for a Liberty throw far sideline. 32 minutes in the books. Have you seen any new wrinkles from the Liberty over the past couple of minutes in a way to try to add a little bit more pressure to Asheville City?
Just a bit more urgency. I think they've just tried to get on the ball. They've tried to move the ball at speed. I think they've been trying to get the ball down this right-hand side, and you know, they had a great cross a few minutes ago from Molly, and I think right now they're just trying to isolate people 1v1. I think in the right moment, if they have the right pass, they're all in 1v1 situations.
Touchdown good by Schubert. Patient under that pressure, and that's so important. Schubert does it really well here wide on the right side. Back all the way for Graham. For Dwyer, touchdown well, working on Skibo, foul spotted, and it'll be a free kick. Looking to take it quickly is Izquierdo. Didn't want that to happen. She made sure she facilitated the restart. 11 left to go, plus any stoppage time left in the first half. Julia Rodriguez. Curling, out swinging. Graham came for it. Knocked to the ground, still loose. Graham gets up. It's flipped over her head. A whistle and a flag up on the near sideline. Spotted in an offside position. The Liberty will be an Asheville City goal kick. Or a free kick, but it'll be taken by the goalie. So we'll call it a goal kick, yeah? Andy says okay.
Yeah, I think
it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm pretty sure it was offside.
Looking for Dwyer. Tough battle, good turn. Right. Izquierdo. Her pass is then intercepted.
So what we said earlier in the game, that Asheville at the middle of the field, but now you just see light blue jerseys everywhere in there buzzing around.
Schubert. Resets. Maybe they'll try the far sideline. Stolen away, Izquierdo. Pushing it for Thompson. Thompson out wide. She'll shield it out. It'll be an Asheville City throw. Taken quickly, Izquierdo. Eyes up. Left wide. Here's Porter. That's tipped out. It'll be
goal kick.
A Liberty goal kick, and they're taken quickly, looking down the near sideline. Trying to find Dwyer, but it's left short. Flipped on. It's brilliant if Barnes can get onto the end of it. And it's brilliant by Schubert. She got it just right. Got her body in front, took the contact, and shaded off Barnes.
Not even that, then to find the composure to find Dwyer down the sideline as well, instead of just launching forward, finding that pass.
Curling ball. Knotted into the middle. Murphy. And that was clipped. I think Thompson knew she was in an offside position, just kind of shrugged her shoulders. Not much she can do.
No, I don't think she was getting on the end of it anyway. I think because you hear Coach Billy say on the sideline, just leave it, get organized, and go again.
Knotted down. It'll be last touch by Asheville City. It'll be a Liberty throw near sideline. And a whistle blown. It'll be a conversation now with the Liberty head coach. Flip down the sideline, clipped in. Murphy sees it, blasts it into the speaker. It's a tough speaker.
At least it didn't hit somebody here. Let's look at the positives.
A beautiful night, Asheville, North Carolina. The temperatures, if you're a soccer player, Andy, this is about as...
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. It's not humid. There's no... I mean, you can still cramp in this weather. It's soccer, but I mean, you've got a chance to actually enjoy yourself out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful conditions. We'll see if it gets cooler as the night goes on, but it's and the pitch is looking great right now as well.
Ball forward, Graham off her line to scoop it up. CJ Graham, who played at Asheville Christian Academy just down the road. I don't know if that's officially Swannanoa or if that's officially Black Mountain. It's one or the other. Good through the center by Bell. Bell, eyes up. Into the box. Bell continuing her run. The shot low, blocked. And it'll be out for a corner. Fantastic last-ditch defending, and it's Katsunori who comes up with the big save.
Yeah, I mean, that's just such direct play. It's very tough to stop when you're driving at goal at speed.
Di Pasquale. That's Dubum DK. DK will be coming in, taking the place of Patricia Di Pasquale.
Wonder if that's an injury or tactical 5 minutes before halftime.
Substitution in the 40th minute of play. Entering the match, number 99, Davin DK. DK replacing.
She's not immediately visited upon by the trainer sitting onto the bench, so tactical probably, potentially. DK is a forward, but so is Di Pasquale. Maybe needed more of that speed.
Yeah, that was interesting. Well, I guess we'll maybe see what they're up to, maybe just to freshen things up. And
because Di Pasquale is about the same size as DK. That's Murphy.
Looks like she's got some pace up there as well.
DK played last year, and she is explosive. Pushed wide, inviting the run of Barnes. Barnes able to get onto the end of it. Here's Thompson. Thompson, tracked by a couple of players. It's pushed out for an Asheville City throw. Murphy from the back, goes all the way back for Graham. DK looks like she's taking over the middle, like she's going to be the tip of that spear.
Yeah, I think it looks early doors. If they can get the ball and play the ball in behind, she's got some serious speed that could possibly trouble the back three Asheville.
Izquierdo, good bit of interplay. Ball up, Izquierdo racing to get onto the end of it, but it's going to be a dive at Katsunori, who gets there first. Trying to involve Dwyer into the play. Skibo reads it, flips it over. Into space for Barnes.
I think with Greenville right now, they're trying to play the ball in the air quickly out to Molly Dwyer. I just don't think she's that type of player. I think you need to get the ball to her feet, and not that she's poor in the other way. I just think she's much more influential if you get the ball to her and she can dictate from there.
Very direct. Through the center of the pitch. Settled down well by Roberts. Roberts trying to invite Bell, excuse me, I said Bell, but I meant Barnes into play on the right side, left for Skibo. Barnes and Skibo. Porter. Porter, good touch, fantastic on a difficult ball to bring in. Thompson wedges it forward. But it's taken away as Dwyer tracking back. Izquierdo gets in front. Porter trying to turn. Gets it for Izquierdo. Izquierdo moving forward. Porter again. This good from Asheville City. Sliding in. Porter has some room. Tries to get around to the end of it. What a slide from Dwyer. Had to get it right. It's blasted away from danger. It'll be an Asheville City throw near sideline. But Dwyer, we talk a lot about her attacking ability, but her work rate on the defensive end has been spectacular.
Yeah, I think it has to be, just with the way that Asheville are playing in that 3-5-2, and it leaves a decision, as I said earlier, the forward. Do you get back or do you risk it and stay high? And her work rate right now is to get back and help. And a minute and a half left with some added on time, I'm sure. I think if Asheville can get one right before half, or either team, if either team gets a goal right before half, it will be set up for an interesting second half.
Boyan, last touches It'll be a Liberty. Now I'm second guessing every time I call the Greenville team's name. It's a Liberty throw. Stolen away. Into the middle of the pitch is Izquierdo. Pushes wide. Brilliant. And brings Boyan in. Boyan tips it off and wins the corner. Able to suck in the defender and then clipping it off of her shin guard. And
yeah, I was interested to know how many corners that's been for Asheville. I mean, they've had quite a few here in the first half.
I'm going to cheat off of our friends here. Let's see. This will be the 5th corner of the game for Asheville City.
Yeah. I mean, they're dangerous off them, just to see if they can make one count here.
Izquierdo over. It'll be an in-swinging right-footed attempt. Looking back post. Dangerous. Knotted away. Held in by Asheville City. A definitive header through the middle by Harks.
And I was wrong. Looks like there's only going to be 1 minute added on at the end of the half here.
Mays able to sink onto the ball. Clipped forward. DK trying to turn. Boyan pushes it for Graham. 1 minute of added time.
There'll be a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
As we've reached into the added time, Roberts through the turn gets it to Skibo. It's been good back and forth. Asheville City leading 1-0. Izquierdo out wide. Roberts through the middle, flips it for Izquierdo. It's going to be too far. It'll be out for a throw.
Really interested to see how Liberty come out at the start of the second half. Do they try and get control? Do they go fast to try and get that equalizer? Do they make some tactical changes?
Braithwaite as Izquierdo challenges in. One touch, the curling ball. Graham spills it. That's a difficult ball that skids right in front of you.
Yeah, no, absolutely, especially in the 6th there.
Speed down the side. It's foul spotted. It'll be, no, advantage played, sorry. As Simpson trying to work her way outside. The blast from the whistle tells us we've made it to halftime. Back and forth, both teams taking control for large swaths of the game.
45 minutes,
but it's Asheville City 1,
Liberty 0.
the Greenville Liberty 0. It was the strike off the boot of Riley Thompson. Played in well. That made it 1-0.
Yeah, it was a great goal. I mean, I think the chances were coming, and as we saw the danger from the corner kicks, but I mean, it was a beautiful through ball. It was a great finish.
We're going to take a short break, enjoy a little halftime. We'll bring you second half action after this short break. We're back 1-0 Asheville City over the Greenville Liberty. Matt Stradley. We're here with Andy McNabb, UNC Asheville's head coach and general football aficionado.
I don't think you were. I think you were wrong in both regards. You didn't need to add in aficionado. No, I think a couple of subs at halftime for Asheville. I think the halftime subs went the opposite way of what I thought. A couple of subs for Asheville, none for Greenville.
It's Hallie Skibo and Kennedy Bell out for Asheville City. It's Mason Wells and Ali Kalajian in. Clipped over the top. Oh, nice from Porter. Porter tried to lay it off, and it's blasted out by Greenville. It'll be Asheville City throw, far sideline. Good bit of interplay, and the relationship between Thompson and Porter up top has been fantastic.
Yeah,
the first 45, and actually through the first 6 or 7 games of the season.
Yeah, combining well. Look like they've got a real relationship there. Oh, that ball.
Good from Izquierdo, trying to push it wide.
So like in a moment like that, it's a clear handball outside the box, and he's playing advantage. The ball's actually going away from goal. I think in that moment, you've got to call a free kick in the edge of the box. Possibly, maybe, it's our hand towards the ground. That's maybe why he didn't give it, but.
The double team coming, gets to the end line, along the line, and it's scooped up by Katsunori. Katsunori, despite the 1 goal against her, has been really solid. Made a couple of important saves to keep it a 1-goal game.
Yeah, a couple of good saves from corner kicks, especially in the first half. A couple of saves from her left-hand side, and kept them in the game a little bit during that little stretch of 15 minutes where it was all Asheville.
Porter gets a tip to it. Pushed wide. Clipped over, that's fantastic. Brings in Mays. Mays has a step. Looking up. Shoulder to shoulder. DK trying to get onto the end of it. Dangerous. And Mays found her way onto the end of it. That's a little bit. I mean, Simpson made a couple of fantastic choices and then lost the ball at the vital moment.
Yeah, it's actually been out for a throw-in, the initial shot, and I think that just goes to the point of, I think if she just places that, it's on target, but she kind of rashly went for it to get as much power as possible, and it's went out for a throw-in in the far side.
Here's DK trying to make some space, trying to turn. Played into the box, it's wedged away, blasted away, and it'll be out for a Greenville throw far sideline. Greenville just anywhere between 45 minutes and 2 days down Interstate 26. It depends on how the traffic is on the day. Some days, if you catch the traffic just right, it's just a hop and a skip. You pop it in neutral, you cruise down the mountain, you tap the gas a little bit, you're up the mountain. That ball played behind Porter.
Or
here comes the Liberty.
Yeah, or more so, you're sitting there for hours.
Oh, if things are bad on 40, now attacking in is Kaeli. Kaeli, cross, trying to find DK, it runs across. Can she turn? Dropped off, Wells, blocked by Graham. The second chance. And a flag up on the far sideline as the Liberty spotted in an offside position on the save by Graham.
Yeah, it's a great save. I think, I think if they just connected a little bit quicker with that shot, they could have been in trouble, but that's a great passage of play, much better from Greenville.
Greenville looking very sharp through the opening 3 and change minutes. Knotted up, not away. Held in by Wells. Wells looking to make some space. Wells back onto the ball. Here's Thompson. Thompson, eyes up with options. Pushed for Porter. Porter let it run beyond her body, and Mackin was there. Takes over. Porter. Porter, one touch. Continues into the box. The cross. Trying to find Thompson. Thompson wins it back. 1-2 touch. The shot deflected and blasted out of trouble. Murphy heading it back into the corner. It'll be a throw for Greenville on the near sideline.
Such strong defending there from Asheville, just in a potential counter-attack over the top.
transportation when they hit the road.
Murphy out of Illinois, just graduated Illinois, one of the best in the air defenders in the league. DK has it tackled away, foul spotted. It'll be a free kick for Greenville.
I thought DK's done very well since she's been on the field. She's holding the ball up well. She's driving with power. Caused some troubles for Asheville.
Saw DK play last year for the Liberty, and she was a presence on the pitch. One of the players that as soon as she was inserted, it became a different game. Braithwaite was another one as she makes the turn through the midfield, trying to drop the pass off. Now this has been a period of 5, it felt like 6 minutes now of excellent attacking pressure from the Liberty. If you're Asheville City, I mean, much like this is how the first half started, with a couple of more corners for Greenville, but you have to find a foothold or it's going to become a problem quick.
Yeah, absolutely. You just see as soon as each team get the ball, I mean, the opposing team is just sitting back a little bit, and
that was an embellishment. Oh my goodness, they're going to give it to her. My goodness, that was a bit of a dive. No true contact, but the foul spotted.
I'm going to respectfully hold my mouth with that one.
Booted forward, knotted down. Oh, that was a fantastic bit of skill. Now moving forward is Kaeli. Kaeli to the top of the box.
You can just see with the urgency that Liberty are playing with right now.
That ball curling beyond Graham. It'll be a goal kick for Asheville City.
Brought to you in part by Mission Health. Please join us in thanking Mission Health.
The urgency you talked about earlier, it's clear on the pitch right now. The Liberty playing with that urgency. Have they made any substantial changes to how they look on their lineup?
I wouldn't say so. You've still got the same personnel out there. I think they're just being a little bit more aggressive and, driving with the ball a little more, try to put a little bit more on the passes. And listen, they were a good team. I think in the first half, Asheville just played well in moments and forced the Liberty back. I think you're just seeing the quality coming out in the Liberty team.
Good turn from Asheville, clipping one up. Porter trying to bring it under control, does. Leaves it for Thompson. Thompson has options out wide. She'll take him in Wells. Wells quickly closed down, played into an area where there were no Blues. That was one that could have been brought under control. Instead, it's popped up and DK brings it down, but Asheville City seizing on that second ball for Wells. It'll be out for a Greenville throw near sideline. Good closing speed for Mackin, who's fairly quiet in the first half, but has made her presence known here in the start of the second.
Yeah, we talk about the urgency, but it's also the aggression as well. You see they're closer to their players. They're just trying to make decisions quicker. But that's also on the defensive side as well.
Touched forward. And a foul spotted. They're going to say it was a hold as Kaeli trying to roll towards the flick on. It'll be a Greenville free kick. Pretty far out, but
Ingalls is a proud
potentially a dangerous area.
Yeah, it's a dangerous area. See if you can win. I mean, Asheville's pretty tall, pretty aggressive in the air, so we'll see how they do from here. But winning that free kick a bit advantageous there as well. I almost think she saw that she wasn't getting down the line there, and just felt a bit of contact and got a free kick out of it.
That's a semi-professional play. When you feel that contact, you have to, especially if you know there's no chance of getting to it. Graham off of her line, punches away. Held in, one touch, pushed wide. Flag stays down. Ball clipped. Murphy handles it, at least momentarily. Ball that'll always be rising. It'll be out for a goal kick.
Movement for
yeah, just getting under it a little bit there.
sponsor of
This
Asheville
broadcast
City
brought to you in part by 828
Offering
Dental,
the community the best care.
Acropolis,
Referral to see those folks.
Color
Stop by one of
Tones,
their 5 locations.
Highland
Experience
Brewing,
a better life.
Ingalls, Just Play, and Local Barber. Nearly through. Braithwaite brings it down. What a turn from Braithwaite. Options in front. Loose touched. Braithwaite seizing onto it. Has the runner down the side, and Mackin called into action. Eyes up. Wells trying to shield her off. It's last touched by Simpson, out for a
Corner kick.
Greenville corner.
I think Braithwaite has been excellent in the second half, driving with the ball and really getting into spaces, dangerous areas, playing dangerous balls. I think she's been the real, the star of the show in the second half for the Liberty for sure.
Crossing ball right at the top of the 6, nodded out. That'll get all the way back as Asheville's feeling that vacuum of the space. Here's Braithwaite again. Izquierdo picking up wide for the running Mackin. Mackin cross top of this box. And is handled by Asheville City. Sliding in and booted away. Giving chase, Porter. And smart play by Sarah Jacobs. Maybe could bring that down, but with Porter breathing down your neck, any mistakes essentially a one-on-one with the goalie.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe, put the ball out, reset, get your defensive shape again.
Flipped on. Wells clips it down the line. Porter tried to make a move. It's clipped out. Mackin, who has been so good at keeping the width offensively, now defensively has tracked back to do a fantastic job as well.
Yeah, I think with Liberty as well, they're using the left-hand side a lot in the second half. I don't really think we saw much of, in the first half we saw Molly Dwyer quite a lot down this right-hand side. I don't even know if she's touched the ball in the first 10 minutes down that right-hand side. It's been such a left-sided game, and just as I say that, there we go.
It's over the top. Dwyer and DK both giving chase. It'll be out for a Greenville throw taken quickly. DK and Dwyer, good 1-2 game. The shot, and I'm going to call it a shot because it was too much on it to be a cross. Maybe just got under it.
Yeah, I probably think it's more of a cross there, but as you say, just overhit it, under it, off balance. And but again, it's another opportunity for the Liberty, and pressure piling right now. It's just, can they get one and goal here?
And it's been about 12.5 minutes of the pressure. The goal kick blasted down the near sideline, trying to find Wells. Can't bring it under control. And it's titched out. It'll be Asheville City throw. Wells flips it towards the box, nodded away. Izquierdo giving chase, as is Roberts. It trickles all the way through. Here's Braithwaite on the ball. Izquierdo gets a foot in, but a foul spotted. It looks like the contact from Roberts drew the ire of the official.
I just don't think Braithwaite had to do that there. I think she's in control. I think if, she takes one less touch there, they've actually got a 4-on-3 going forward, and she was just a little bit quicker with it. They had an opportunity.
Popped up Wells, tries to leave it off for Izquierdo. It's brought down brilliantly by Mackin, able to keep that possession, keep the pressure on. All the way back for Katsunori. Trying to invite Mackin in. Knotted up by Wells. Through the center of the pitch, it's Mays. Mays had an outsized impact on the first half of the game. Just really doing a good job getting into those attacking areas. That's the first time she and that right side have.
There's a chance.
Yeah, really had a touch on it. It's down for Graham, who's seized on it.
I think something that Liberty are doing right now, they're keeping their wingers of the front three really, really wide, and that's, they're almost cheating out wide there and telling the back three of Asheville, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay compact, or are you going to drift out? And I think that's creating some spaces inside as well, because the wing backs for Asheville are deciding, well, I need to come back and help, and creating a little bit more space here for Liberty.
Thompson going up. Roberts trying to bring it under control. Does so on the far sideline. on the turf. Slid away by the Liberty. Asheville winning it back. Thompson in a joust for the ball. Pushed wide. Cross forthcoming right at the top of the 6. Keeps through for Katsunori, who quickly distributes it down this left side of the attack. Simpson will take it out. DK couldn't get a touch on it. Roberts for Izquierdo. Out wide. Wells pushes it down the line. That's a fantastic run by Boyan. Boyan gets onto the end of it. Eyes up, cuts into the box. Boyan with help arriving far post. Oh, it's still loose. And a whistle blown, my goodness, surely not. How on earth is that a foul on Asheville? Gets a leg in between the goalie and the ball. The contact from the goalie doesn't get the ball. I'm not so sure about that.
My only thought here is if the keeper's got a hand on it against the ground and
then the ball's kicked away. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's all I can think of there, because either that, I thought he was giving a penalty kick, if I'm going to be honest. But
I thought so too, because bad luck for Asheville City. Well, if you're the Liberty, you're going to feel like that's aptly won.
But, I mean, brilliant play from Asheville. They started coming into the game a little bit, ball down the wing. It's a great run down the wide, and maybe if she just releases the cross end quicker, it's a goal. But good play otherwise.
Good one-touch passing, but Boyan caught from behind. Blasted over the top, trying to find DK. Simpson plays it smartly. Here's Wells. Izquierdo, nice touch. Good turn from Thompson. Thompson has some space. The shot curling low, dangerous, but it's scooped by Katsunori.
That's good play. Good interplay in the midfield there. Nice 1-2 passing. Good turn there, and it's a good strike. Just a bit too close to the goalkeeper.
Dangerous again as it skips right off the turf in front of Katsunori, but the fantastic Evansville keeper up to the task. This dangerous, flipped over the top. Murphy. It's going to be Simpson and DK. A lot of contact, no call. It'll be a throw.
Looks like we've got some changes coming here for Liberty, 2 or 3 of them at the same time. So, you know, a half an hour to go, probably we've had it on time. Maybe this is the differences that we think is going to make in the game.
Braithwaite looking to change the point of attack. Over to the opposite side, on the ground, flipped on. Good quick play, and the Kaeli shot curling right into the waiting arms of Graham. Graham looking to start down the far sideline quickly.
I mean, that's a great ball into the middle there. I think just asking for a little bit more from the striker there, and maybe a difficult angle, but it's a fantastic ball in from the right back.
Looks like 2 substitutions forthcoming for the Liberty. Throws down the far sideline.
Substitutions coming in the 64th minute for
In the 64th minute, it's going to be Robin Moody and Martha Bishop.
Now entering the match, number 14, Robin Moody.
Robin Moody, a midfielder out of Averley, England. She goes to Delta State.
Bishop. They replace number 11, Julia Rodriguez.
And Martha Bishop, 6 foot out of Spartanburg, a Samford commit.
And Bishop for Rodriguez.
The Delta State, it's actually, they just got a new head coach, Division 2. Actually a player I used to coach in Illinois, Joe Robinson. Brand new there, so good luck to him at Delta State.
Rodriguez out. Number 11 for Liberty. And Molly Dwyer.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those ones where I don't know if it's tiredness or they just weren't getting her into the game in the second half.
Thompson running up, the shot blasted. My goodness. What an absolute shotgun blast from Parker Roberts, who the ball curling just far from the post.
No, it's a phenomenal strike. It just thought it was in the back of the net the whole way, but must have just been curling off to the right.
Katsunori certainly worried about it. Diving effort. Do you think she had it covered if it was tucked inside the post? This one's dangerous.
My gut tells me no, but I mean it was such a vigorous strike.
That was a good job as Thompson trying to seize onto the loose ball. It was fantastic defending from Harks, doing just enough. Good body positioning. DK for Wells, who flips it forward into a run that just wasn't being made by Thompson. Looking for DK. Nodded forward by Wells. Contact, foul spotted. It'll be a foul drawn by Boyan. She got the contact as Wells gets it back for Boyan. Roberts gets around the corner. A foul spotted as Roberts had her body positioning. Looked like the back leg clipped. And it'll be a free kick. This is right at the outside of a shot you can take yourself. If you're Roberts, do you kind of grab the ball? Do you take it? Or do you let Izquierdo float one in?
I'm probably asking for a shot here. I think it's a tight game. You've got a chance at the edge of the box here. I think I'd like to see a shot on goal here. As you say, it's right on that edge. Maybe if you can lay it off and have a true strike like you had a second ago. And
28, maybe 30.
Somewhere it looks like it's going to get floated in. Maybe a shot on goal from...
As Roberts joining the line, so it looks like Izquierdo. So Izquierdo float one in. Looking at the far post, floating one in, nodded forward, and just pushed beyond. Did it get pushed beyond? Nope, it was watched beyond by Katsunori, who's done, again, a fantastic job in goal. Every goal minder wants to push that one wide just to make double sure, but Katsunori very sure that it was going to be wide.
Yeah, just had it covered. No need for the save, just letting it go out and retain possession. It's a sub for Asheville coming up here as well.
Thompson trying to turn, does. What a turn from Thompson. Clipped forward just beyond Boyan. And here come the Liberty. Pushed wide. It's going to be DK trying to get onto the end of it. Simpson giving chase and gives up a corner, and you feel like probably the right call.
Asheville City fans, you can earn up to $1,000 cash back when you refinance your auto loan from another lender with Champion Credit Union. Champion Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Asheville City Soccer Club.
There's a chance for Liberty in the edge of the box.
The shot curling. Oh, it's brilliant.
What a goal.
What a crack from the edge of the box. A curling effort pulling away from Graham. Tucks itself into the back of the net. And we're all tied at 1.
Yeah, the initial ball in and a chance at the back post. Blocked. Came to the edge of the box. And that's just a phenomenal strike. Dipping and diving away from CJ Graham there.
It was a shot, maybe a step outside of the box.
It could have even been further there. I mean, I think it was just a phenomenal strike. Dipping, diving, just under the crossbar. Some serious pace on it as well.
For Asheville City, it's a substitution where Jackie Barnes comes off. Here's Wells on the far side. Towards the box, hammered away at the vital moment. Goal scorer, Schubert, the defender out of Clemson. Flipped on. Murphy able to get to it first. Here's Roberts
by number 8, Haley Schubert.
with some space in the middle of the pitch.
Scores in the 68th minute.
Boyan pushes wide for Wells.
Now Asheville City 1.
It was Schubert with the goal to tie it up at 1. Wells ran into some good defending. What a turn. And a foul spotted. A little tug back. It'll be a free kick for Asheville City.
It's a great area here to float this in, especially with the attacking presence they have in the back line.
"70 minutes gone in regulation, about 20 left, plus whatever stoppage time is added at the end. Tied at 1. Floated in by Izquierdo, looking back post. The crash gets over everybody's head. Knotted down, pushed away. One touch.
Does he come wide? They've got her wide still.
Simpson does push it in. A bit much. Oh, it's saved by Asheville City. Ball bouncing around, Liberty on it first. Asheville City through Murphy. Izquierdo. Roberts. Roberts scooping for Wells. Wells comes in a step late. It'll be whistled on Wells. A handshake at the end. Good sportsmanship, but it'll be a free kick for Greenville. You felt that goal was building.
Yeah, it'd been coming from the start of the second half, and it's, Asheville got the foothold again for like 5 minutes, but Liberty of with those subs again, just adding a bit more energy, and as I keep saying, there's just been a bit more urgency, and they probably deserved that goal in the second half.
Carlson, oh, that's a slide and just didn't get there. But Roberts through the center of the pitch to settle things down. Carlson had come in just after the goal to take the place of Jackie Barnes. Through the middle of the pitch.
And that's difficult for her as well. I mean, she was lined up before the corner kick was taken, and the complexion of the game's changed as you went onto the field. I mean, you went in 1-0 up, hopefully adding to that, and by the time you step on the pitch, it's 1-1. And
how long does it take you to reshuffle that mentality of what you need to do, what's expected of you if you're coming in on a substitution like that?
I think that's just, you've probably, as a sub, you've probably just been told the ins and outs of what you need to do, and maybe that won't change if they're doing things.
3-on-2, the blast.
He's going to go back and give the free kick. It was offside, but he's going to go back, give a yellow card, and give a free kick.
I think that's right. It was late from collision.
Yeah, it's a free kick. It's a yellow card.
Yeah. I think that's just about right. It felt right in real time, and I like that he tried to give the advantage, because if that play is onside, it's 3-on-2 for Greenville.
Yeah, great refereeing. Let the game play and brought it back correctly when it was called offside.
As soon as that flag went up, whistle blew. That was not for the offside, but to bring it back, and that's rightly so.
Yeah, strong officiating, good control of the game, and that's all you can ask for.
Ball low. Knotted up by Roberts, not away, held in by Braithwaite. Clipped over the top, is dangerous. One touch on. Graham comes up with a big save, settled, still trouble. One touch, curling ball, can't get it to tuck in the outside post.
Well, that's a fantastic save, timely save in the last 15 minutes, and this left-hand side again, the left forward is just finding space, finding some time, and for me, I think it's got to be a goal, but it's a fantastic save from CJ Graham, and it looks like the Liberty are doing a good job of switching up their forwards. They've brought somebody else out left now and just keeping things fresh for the defenders to think about.
Now through the middle of the pitch. Wells has some space. It's going to be played for Boyan, who gets it out to Wells. Wells closed out quickly, but got by. That's a fantastic move as Mackin hits the ground. Into the box. Wells cross, back post.
I think that came off the post.
That came off the post. Porter giving chase. It's pushed up the sideline, and it'll trickle out for an Asheville City throw.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones. She's just whipped it in. She's been a bit off balance, maybe overhit it a little bit, but sometimes you get lucky with those and sometimes you don't, and she's just clipped that post there.
Ball through the middle. It'll be whistled. It'll be a foul, and I think you have to call the foul because there was a play off the hand after the contact.
Yeah, it's the right call again.
Taken quickly. Izquierdo leaves it off. Roberts and DK stepping in, getting a foot on the ball. Here's Simpson. Wide for Wells. In for Izquierdo. Izquierdo has some space. Izquierdo drops it off, and Porter couldn't take it with her. Simpson comes in, makes a play. It'll be a foul spotted on DK. Simpson. I think whoever got the ball was going to get that call.
Yeah, both fully committed, both getting in for the ball. A bit more physical the second half, and
I think if you're a fan of either team, that's what you want. You want two players who are going to go into a challenge fully expecting to get the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's been a really quality game, especially the second half. Been a bit back and forth, but as we said, a bit more physicality to it, and it's been a good second half.
Izquierdo lines up, floats one, back post. Knotted up, not out of trouble yet as Roberts settles it down. Good turn. Play on, says the official. Here come the Liberty from the far sideline. Braithwaite with space. Oh, has it taken off of her shoelace by Izquierdo. Had to get it right. Played into the back. One touch, and Porter can't finish. It's on the ground, pushed down from behind. And no penalty.
I'm not sure about that one. I think it's a great save.
It's a fantastic save.
I don't mind the no call. I think it's
maybe her momentum takes her down and not so much a push.
Yeah, I think if I'm the City coach, I'm upset about it. If I'm the other coach, I'm probably thinking no PK. I think it's just one of those ones where kind of stumbling a little bit. Again, I think people at home are probably thinking, watching this at PK, but I just, obviously with no review here, I can't see it. I think for me, it's either way is fine in that one. And
it is. It's a touch play. So I think it really depends on what. Again, like you said, there was a tangle of feet. Can you call that a penalty? That's.
No, I think she's just missed the 1v1, and there's bodies in there, and I don't think there's a foul. For me, I don't think there's a foul.
Curled up. Here's Boyan. Crossing back post. Touched down by Wells. Izquierdo sliding in. It's still in. What a win for Izquierdo. The shot in, volley, oh, it's brilliant from Riley Thompson. Spectacular, flag stays down, it's 2-1 Asheville City.
What a goal that is. It's an absolutely brilliant ball into the 18-yard box, come over the shoulder, side volley, what a goal.
That one, it felt like Asheville City starting to ask questions. But that a touch of brilliance.
Oh, it's a phenomenal goal. Phenomenal technique. It's just like, you know, when you're in that moment, you could blast it that, but she's just controlled it into the bottom corner. That's fantastic.
And Izquierdo starts that by sprinting down a nice slide tackle without contact. How rare is that to see a slide tackle where you play the ball and take no contact?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really great defensive play, and especially for your center mid, that's what you want to see in that moment. And
wide for Wells. It's too wide for Wells. It'll be a Greenville throw in near sideline.
In the 79th minute, your score: Asheville City 2, Liberty 1.
The assist by Elena Izquierdo. And you think after winning that ball on the slide the way she did that it feels right. That ball one away, not held in. It'll be out for an Asheville City throw. Nice turn is another problem for Porter. Porter tries to lift one, and that she did. Perhaps a bit too much.
Yeah, I think Asheville on top now, and you know, Liberty had their had a fairly substantial minute and a half where they had several chances. They got one, couldn't get another, and then as you just see the way that the game's gone, you know, there's been another swing, and Asheville on top now.
And a trainer onto the pitch as we have a Liberty player who takes a knee. A lot of these are
Asheville City would like to
college-age students, so any weird feeling, you want to get a trainer out there as soon as possible because you want them to play as hard as they can. You want them to try to win as hard as they can, but at the end of the day, player safety has to be paramount.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody wants to win, and you can see some of the challenges tonight. They're competitive, they want to win, but I think college coaches all over the country are saying get back in one piece for the start of preseason.
Including the world-famous Striker Keeper Camp. Visit abysa.org for more information.
And it's Sarah Jacobs. You spent time with her at an ID camp earlier today.
Yeah, I knew she was looking forward to the game, and I think she's played pretty well tonight as well. You know.
Roberts flips it forward. Foul spotted, but a
It's
flag
offside.
up, yeah.
Offside.
Flag up on the near
Offside.
sideline. Here comes Ortiz for Asheville City.
Looks like a plethora of subs coming on for Liberty in a few minutes as well.
You've got to really put it all forward because right now, and that's a fantastic ball forward, too adventurous. It'll go all the way to Graham, who's in no hurry to scoop that up. Emmy Wanamaker as Ortiz comes on, taking the place of Porter. Sydney Jimmo also in. Also in is Alexa Fight, number 28. Murphy had to just play it into the center of the pitch, clipped over the top. Dangerous moment. But as Graham off of her line to scoop it up.
For the Liberty.
Yeah, I think Liberty have just got to find a way now to
Number 3, Emmy
get numbers
Wanamaker.
forward, take some chances.
Number 6,
Probably we added on
Sydney
time, another
Jimmo.
10 minutes to go, and
number 28, Alexa
obviously
Fight.
climb the table. They're going to need to get some points from here.
All entering the match for Greenville.
Foul spotted, and that one whistled on Thompson. It'll be a free kick for the Liberty. Forward, whistle as the flag comes up.
Substitution also for
Just a bit early for Mackin.
Yeah, I think that's one the ball's probably traveled like 60 yards,
Number
and
29,
for me, you
Ryan
can't be offside there.
Ortiz.
Yeah,
Saw the ball coming
29,
diagonally.
Ortiz replaced number 6, Addie Porter.
that's the one where you're saying you shouldn't be, not you can't be, because I can certainly be. Give me the chance. Let me tell you, I've never found an offside position that I wasn't happy in. Wells brings it down. Good shielding. It's tipped. It'll be out. Asheville City throw. 84 and change gone. Flipped forward. Tried to help onto Ortiz. It's blasted away. Good settle. Tried the back heel. And good step in. Got it right by Roberts. Oh, no. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, I don't know how much is in that there, but maybe a little pull here or there, but it's been consistent from the ref all night.
Thompson has got some questions about it, but yeah, that's the same thing that's been a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent all night. I think that's all you can really ask for in that moment.
Here's Moody standing over it, clipping it in, looking back post. Punched away. There's your goal scorer settling it. This time Asheville City learning from it. Ortiz giving chase. It's going to be a foot race, one that Katsunori wins and just boots it into safety. It'll be a throw in far sideline, Asheville City. Good move down the sideline, curling ball towards the box, kept in. And that's one Thompson wishes she could have back, just got underneath it.
Yeah, I think that one, maybe just laying it off, and it could be an easier finish there instead of trying to hook her whole body around it.
So DK has come off after being introduced before the start of the half. And you see Alexa Fight, one of the attacking players up front. This broadcast has been brought to you in part by Navitat, Noble Hard Cider, PMC, Savage Electric, Songbird, and Summit. Helped on. Sprinting over to get it. Schubert blasted up the sideline. Held in by Asheville City. 87 gone, 3 minutes of regular time. Roberts is somebody who has been bossing the midfield as you see her dropping farther and farther back as that's wide. Thompson in, pushing that back line. Oh, nice bit of play. Ball curling towards the top of the box. It's Izquierdo. 88 minutes into this match, Izquierdo still getting to the ball. Here's Wells. Pushed wide, Izquierdo. It's asking a lot of her. She wraps her foot around it to the 6, but it was read well by Katsunori, who's looking to start it quickly. Fight the runner ahead. They'll try to call her in. It'll be Murphy who runs her off well.
Asheville City, instead of slowing the game down, taking it to the corner, they're deciding they want to go and get that third and really end the game here, but I think they better hope that they just don't get caught in transition here from throwing numbers forward here in the last couple of minutes.
Header forward into a dangerous area. Simpson flipping it up. Izquierdo. Wide for Wanamaker. Simpson into towards the corner flag, played out. It'll be an Asheville City throw. Boy, Simpson has been bend don't break and been fantastic down this side where they've asked some questions over during the second half and she's had all the answers.
Yeah, it's been really good in the second half, definitely, and I think it's been a pretty combative game down this side as well. So I mean, there's been obviously a lot of defending to do. They've had those moments where they've had that 20-minute period of really strong attacking play, and we're about to get the added on time here. I think there should be 3 or 4 minutes just with some of the stoppages and the substitutions.
We're into the final minute of regular time. Tackled away from the side. Over for Wanamaker. Tries to cross it. Asheville City, Simpson able to hold it in. The cross tipped, and it's held in by, who else? Izquierdo.
Yeah, she's been all over the place for a center mid.
It'll be 4 minutes of added time. The word from the 4th official. Slipped down. Roberts Eyes up. Do you clip it over the top for Ortiz? Yes, that's exactly what you do if you're Roberts. Ortiz charging on, able to get onto the end of it. Ortiz crossing a ball. Back post is Izquierdo. Izquierdo thinking about taking it to the corner flag. Does so. Hammers it. It'll be a throw right next to the corner flag.
Yeah, that's great play.
4 minutes of added time.
There'll be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes.
Towards the corner flag. There's the battle. Kept in. Back in. Still onside. A long looping cross that's through some legs. Ortiz giving chase. And a foul spotted against Asheville City. It'll be a Greenville free kick. And the trainer coming on quickly. Again, this player safety, the most important thing. Was that Schubert? No, maybe it was. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be Ortiz given a caution. And it is Robin Moody that you were pointing out, who's hit the ground.
Obviously, you don't want to speculate, but I think there was immediate concern there from her teammates, you know, just making sure she was okay, but just looked a little awkward as there was contact there.
It was quick, the impact and the pain. And that doesn't always mean foul, but in this case, it kind of looked like Ortiz was second best to the ball.
Yeah, I think it's a foul, definitely. She's chasing in there and maybe just a bit too much contact. Now she's waiting to come back on. I thought under the new rules she could actually be on the field as there was a yellow card.
And the wide player to keep an eye on is Kayeli down this side. Kayeli along with Wanamaker. And the free kick whistled, and we're ready to get back underway into the 4 minutes of stoppage time. Asheville City leading 2-1. Knotted up, not away. Held in, knocked down, and that'll be an Asheville City throw far sideline.
Yeah, I think it's just a big game management now, and can we get the ball into the wide areas? Can we take the ball at the corner? I think that's just what Asheville will be thinking.
A whistle brings it back.
Not really sure what for. Oh, we have a player down again. I think she's decided she can't continue.
Yeah, and right on there on the side of the pitch. And the trainer, who cleared the field at the shortest point, which was the far sideline, hadn't made it past the goalpost, was able to come right back. Keeping an eye on Robin Moody. As the ball played over the top. And that'll trickle all the way out for a goal kick.
I think there's got to be some probably more added on time here to the 4 that was already.
Getting down to last ditch attempts as it's pushed down to the far sideline. Simpson gets a head on it, pushes it back. I don't know how much she knew about it. That tackle from Wells done brilliantly. It's popped up, helped on. Ortiz trying to get in. Ortiz has it tackled away at the vital moment. What a careening tackle. And it's done just right. Was that Bishop back there?
Believe so, so. That's another thing for Liberty right now. We're in stoppage time. They're playing down 10 and ball's just in their half right now. They just need to find a way to get it up the field here and find an opportunity.
And Moody, who spent last season with Peachtree City MOBA, waiting to see if she's waved back on the pitch. Yeah, she's not going to be, she's walking around the far sideline. She gave it a go, and we're deep, deep, deep into that 4 minutes of stoppage time. The referee checks his clock, the blasts from the whistle, and it's Asheville City taking all 3 points from a very, very good Liberty.
Score, Asheville City 2.
Do you feel the 3 points are well deserved for Asheville City, or?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think you probably wouldn't begrudge any team with the 3 points there, and I know that's maybe that ties the fairer result, but Asheville took their chances. 2 excellent goals, and I think it's 3 well-deserved points. I think Liberty had the moments in the game where they were definitely the better team, definitely had opportunities, but at the end of the day, without sounding too much of a cliche, it's how many times you put the ball in the net right, and Asheville have had 2 fantastic finishes, and but it was a really good game, really well contested, and I think Liberty can definitely take some positives from the game tonight.
What a blast from Schubert. Outside the box, a screamer curling into the near post to make it 1-1 at the time, and I thought all the momentum resided with Greenville at that moment.
No, it definitely did. I think for that first 20 minutes of the first half, and she smashed the ball into the top corner, and it was just, can they get a second? And then the game just changed, and Asheville had an opportunity and took it superbly.
I know the Highland Brewing has their very own player of the match, and they'll use their own criteria to do it for you.
Oh, I mean, I think there's several people you look at, and it definitely, when you score a goal like that in the second half with a volley over the shoulder, and she was a pest all night up top, I think you've got to give it to Riley Thompson. Just a phenomenal finish, and she's been deadly all season. I think you saw that tonight, and she's the game winner.
I love that Riley Thompson pick. It was a fantastic volley. Izquierdo tracks down
all over the place.
Brilliant tackle. She's defending into the corner.
The only reason I don't think I picked her for player of the game is because I didn't want to butcher her name live on air. So she was.
That's as good a reason as any.
She was fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and the assist for the second goal, little clip ball over the shoulder, and it's just a phenomenal finish again. But no, even at the end of the game, she's defending well. She's tracking down markers. She's almost in a right back spot at times. I think she was well worthy of that as well. She was excellent.
Up next for Greenville, this is the first of a 3-game road swing before they welcome Asheville City. It'll be the 17th at FC Carolinas. It'll be the 20th at the Courage, and then welcoming it back into the confines of the Paladin Stadium there, Asheville City. That'll be the return fight, and what a fight it will be, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be another close game, and you can just see the disappointment on the players' faces from Liberty. They know they were in the game, and maybe a couple of thoughts of missed opportunities, and I think that's when they get Asheville back down there, maybe they'll think they can get 3 points at home.
For Asheville, it'll be the 13th, traveling to Wake FC. And then it'll be welcoming FC Carolinas on the 20th before the 2-game road swing. It'll be the Independence on the 24th, the Liberty on the 28th before wrapping up the season with Wake FC here at Greenwood Field on July 1st. Right now, it's all Courage in that one spot, but looking at the parity in this league, who do you pick for the second spot? Asheville City's there. You've got...
It's probably them in Wake FC. They're probably
Charlotte, Wake right there as well. Wake is 2-3-1. Asheville now 4-2-1, and it's 3-2-0 for Charlotte Independence, depending on how their game tonight goes.
Yeah, so I think you're just basing, for me, you've got to look at Asheville with playing Charlotte last week and a pretty convincing win, and I think Wake FC will be a difficult game. They went down to Greenville and won 3-1 on the road last week as well. I think that'll be a difficult game, and It'll be a fun one. They're all fun ones.
The best thing Asheville has going for it is that they've already played their 2 against the Courage.
Yeah.
So those 2 losses are already in the books.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, no disrespect to any other team in the league. I just don't see who Courage are losing to at this point. They're just so dominant. They move the ball so well, and they're pretty ruthless in front of goal.
And the one-touch passing is on another level. The anticipation of where they're moving, it's extra sensory.
Yeah, no, they've been very good. They're definitely value for money, and maybe that is the good thing for Asheville, that they have played both of those games, so it's not in their mind that we do have to still play the Courage. Maybe they're playing the teams around them, so to speak, and I think a second place finish would be very, very good.
Well, that'll do it for us from Greenwood Field. Want to thank everybody for listening. For Alan Ellis, for Andy McNabb, Matt Stradley saying so long from the campus of UNC Asheville. Your final score, Asheville City Soccer Club 2, the Greenville Liberty 1. All games airing on this YouTube channel, I guess, are available in archive for your perusal. This has been a presentation of A-Dog Sports.